I want them to show up now. It will just end everything, just land now. By golly, if you're out there, land, show yourself. But there seems to be some kind of timetable
Yeah.
of this occurring. So I don't know what that timetable is, but we are in what, to use the movie title, the age of disclosure. And I know you had a guest before. Is it Jeffrey?
Yeah, yeah, Jeff Nustelli. Great guy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He was in that movie. I participated in the movie, but everything I said for that movie was cut.
Oh, really?
It's on the cutting room floor. They did not include anything I said. And what I said dealt with what we knew about foreign interactions with UAP,
Oh.
actual interactions, to the point of actually luring them down, of attracting them, somewhat like what Jake Barber's trying to do with psionics. Let's attract them to come down. Or I heard that you can bait them with nuclear materials. I don't know. That's what I heard. I never had any information about that professionally. Just this stuff out in open source land,
Yeah.
that nuclear materials can be used to lure them down. Well, there you go.
Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the goddamn internet. So as you can see, there's some new people and some new info coming out about the age of disclosure, okay? And we're gonna be checking it out. People are really over all this grifting bullshit about age of disclosure. Like, they released it at so many places, so many theaters. There was a specific name for it, all that. It's really interesting how they chose to do it, like hype it up and wait till the last second before the people actually get to enjoy any of this. And it's really frustrating, and I feel a lot of the frustration going around in the community, right? People are fatigued. They're calling it the age of waiting, the age of disinformation. Yeah, so people say they just release it already. Jesus, right? And yeah, now this guy is claiming that his whole ass part, important information being cut out of the documentary, which I can't believe. The documentary, I mean, they could have planned on releasing like extra bits or with all this information as a part of the movie. Some CDs had all this and that. Like, just do that, but in like today's format. But no, they just scrap it. Now it's never going to see the light of day, right? And we don't even have the documentary movie here yet. And it's been how long? There's not even been a leak or like a pod. Like, can we get this shit out? Like, this is like feeling so grifty. Maybe I'm alone in this. Let me know what you think. But today we're going to be checking out all these angles and thinking about it, all of it, speaking about it, and I'd love to know your thoughts too. So subscribe, notifications on, comment, like, and share. Sharing helps so much, guys. We're trying to grow this channel. We're going to be the fastest growing channel real soon. We've seen some serious growth. Yeah, we're better than all these fucking fake bullshit channels, family friendly, no cussing. The fuck is that, right? Here we're here to have fun and talk about the weird nature of reality, so let's do so. Without further ado, let's start watching this video, and get your snacks, get your popcorn, and watch till the end because the best parts are there.
Did you have a much longer cut? Like, did you have a cut that where you're like 3 hours and you're like, this is fucking perfect?
my first director's cut was like 4.5 hours long.
Yeah.
It was the biggest challenge in the world just to get it under 2 hours, and then getting it down from 2 to 1:49 where we landed. Yeah, incredibly hard. But
Do you have a cut that's like 2.5, 3 hours that like you would love to show people? Or do you think that the version that is being this 150 cut, if you will, is the one that like, this is the one that everyone needs to watch?
I feel like this is the one everyone needs to watch. I really feel like, the whole, that saying like, kill your darlings, or,
Well, guys, it's Dan Farah's movie, okay? So I would fucking hope he recommends people not skip this one, right? It's pretty self-explanatory.
tough choices you make in the edit room, ultimately I think it's always for the better. It makes the thing move more. It's tighter. I feel really great about where it landed. Sure, is there maybe a scene or two I might add on like a DVD or something. Still want to do DVDs, by the way.
You should do.
I don't care how we
releases.
distribute this movie. I want to do DVDs.
No, you should do a physical release. They're the best.
They're the best, right? It's old school. But yeah, there will be some things I think probably to put on, like some special features, that kind of stuff. But I really am proud of where we landed, and yeah.
So that is really good, right? We need to get this shit out. Dan Farah, release the fucking documentary, bro. What are you doing? Is there still viewings? Is there a date? Like, you know, it just feels like we've been waiting and it's just waiting, you know. And yeah, I'm at least happy to see that there will be these extra parts and stuff. I just hope they make everything important available and accessible, so that nothing that was done during the movie's filming goes to waste, right?
Do you feel as if there is a coordinated release of information, or is it more an individual basis of people who are just...
In fact, I said much to that effect in my early interviews. If people go back, and I don't have the time and I don't want to do it, but if you go back to every interview I ever did for the record on a podcast, like what you're doing with we're doing together right now, if you go back to everything I said and parse everything I said, there's nothing new that Jake Barber or nothing new that David Grush or even Matthew Brown has said about Immaculate Constellation that I haven't said before using different words.
Guys, where the fuck is Michael Schellenberger at? You remember that guy? Weaponized was beefing with this dude, and Sarah Han, who was that again? She had these wild stories. Then there was this drama with Weaponized and her, because she was not actually part of something she was claiming to be part of. And it's all really odd, and we have not received an update on that. I will keep you updated, subscribe notifications on. But I'm just wondering, what the fuck, right? Have you guys seen anything, news stories about that? Just link me down below if you have, okay?
This is what I called way back then, 4 years ago when I started doing these podcast interviews, I called it, you're experiencing a controlled dissemination of information. Dissemination is not disclosure. Disclosure is telling you not just the information, but everything to do with that information, including have we reverse engineered craft, and are they flying?
I mean, I agree to a certain extent, right? Like, we don't have to know everything. I mean, disclosure can be as simple as the US government and all governments really just kind of accepting it and saying a quick statement about it. And that would like bring everyone into the loop that this is not a fringe fucking topic, okay? This is real life, guys. There's a real anomalous NHI, beings, craft, happenings, whatever it is. Like, just give us the basics, because it's all just unofficial bullshit, right? And we can know about the existence without knowing the technical, doomsday weaponry details. There's so many ways to go about this, and this is just a bullshit argument. I mean, we do not need to know everything, okay? But that would be nice.
Now, what you're getting is a dissemination that such a thing is reality, without actually exposing the reality, saying this is believable. And here are the people who know that it's believable because they have the professional information when they were in office, serving in the various positions in the Pentagon and the intelligence community. They know.
So I'm not sure if you guys heard, but David Grush, okay, he's been helping out. He's been having a blast. He's helping Luna and these representatives within Congress to actually set up this big ass hearing that's coming really soon. Okay, there's a lot of talk about this. Even Ross Coulthard mentioned it. Yeah, it's pretty much no news. Yeah, we're gonna get some real congressional action in the next few months, and I'm so excited to cover this with you guys, to go through it. If you enjoy this video in the slightest, please leave a like. It helps literally so much, just that simple action, guys, and it supports this channel growing and existing, and the pursuit, right? And yeah, yesterday I got my first $25 in a donation, so that's pretty fucking sick, right? And yeah, it's from my great friend John, so there's that. Thank you, John, for the donation. And if anyone wants to top that or match it or help in any form or in way, there is the Patreon down below, which goes as low as $1 a month. Literally, guys, you have no idea what $1 does, okay? So,
but they're not going to tell you everything. They're going to release information to help you understand that when we do disclose, it's not going to hit you all at once.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I call that a controlled dissemination, short of a disclosure, disseminating information so that you are ready for disclosure.
Are you ready for disclosure?
So that's why the age of disclosure is a very appropriate title.
Smoking the blunt, we stare at the moon. I like waking up the sun in your room. Baby, I'm sad and this ain't nothing new. Scratching my head when I feel like I'm doomed. I'm smoking this weed and I'm selling it too. I've been a misfit, I got felonies too. I know they been talking, the fuck they gon' do. I know that they ain't coming through, yeah. Let me get you in the mood, yeah. Call you my shorty, baby, you my boo. Sorry if I'm acting rude, yeah. I cannot